How do you even jump start this? The battery's
That's my question. Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I know I can get to the battery into the seat, but that's such a pain in the butt. Pop starting it, as long as we have an incline or another vehicle, has been really easy.
Yeah.
This is going to, if this is what it's going to be like this week, and I can't start it every time I turn it off,
It's going to be painful.
I'm going to be very frustrated a lot.
Yeah. Can we go, first of all, we have to figure out getting to the battery. Secondly, can we get one of those just starter packs and we keep it charged in the van?
That's the logical next step.
Yeah. Your coffee almost ate it. The previous day, before the trouble started with the Land Rover, was our last full day around Tucson. To celebrate, we decided to tackle a challenging hike with friends, Picacho Peak, a prominent desert pinnacle just north of town.
Oh, the cardio.
They're all fall summits.
Yeah. Just a little drop of blood on the rock. It wasn't me. Not that I know of.
The weather was gorgeous, the company fun, views were great, and post-hike burgers really hit the spot. We've enjoyed our extended stay in Tucson and are looking forward to hitting the road. Adventure is afoot.
It's a beautiful morning, mid-March 2022, and Shannon and I are boondocking along the side of a rugged BLM road outside of Wickenburg, Arizona. The road we're on is low traffic, so we don't have to worry too much about dust. Privacy is good, and since we're at a higher elevation, we've got good line of sight and fast internet. It's a beautiful spot, and there are a lot of primitive roads to explore and interesting geographical features. Unfortunately, the truck is giving me some trouble. All last month, in and around Tucson, I would take the truck out and put it to the test, make sure that all systems worked and worked reliably. It was great. And then this past weekend, just 2 days ago, we were like, all right, all systems are go. Let's head out and start working our way north. And then that morning, I went to start the truck, turn the key, and dead battery. Dead as a doornail. Parking on inclines and pop starting the truck has by far been the easiest way to just get it running.
Do you have the clutch in?
Clutch is in. Brake
Brake is off. Do you need me to push?
No. Got this. It's not going to take very much.
You're the one that parked it.
Yeah, it's on a hill. We parked here intentionally.
I know.
So yeah, great idea. Going into town for pizza in truck.
There we go. There we go. There we go. This feels super safe. Yes! Oh.
All mine.
Pizza's gonna taste good after that hard work.
Did we lock the van?
I did. Here we go.
So as of right now, at this stage without further diagnosis, it looks like either the alternator or the battery or possibly both went kaput very abruptly. I'm leaning toward the alternator because we drove 2 hours from Tucson to Wickenburg and turned the truck off, tried to start it again, and the battery was just as dead. On one hand, yes, I am frustrated right now. But on the other hand, we knew going into this truck that there would be hiccups like this along the way. I have to remind myself that that was the point of this, to get this old knackered Land Rover with 199,000 miles on it from Arizona to Portland. Battery box. Let's see. There's the ground cable coming out of the battery box. Where's the positive? That must be the positive. Yeah, it's coming out of the battery box too. Alternator is down below. There it is. The alternator.
The previous night, we hit up a delicious and friendly local pizza place in Wickenburg, Corey's with a Q. Leftovers meant Chris cooked lunch, and also, the box of leftovers came in served as a handy mat for Chris to work on while under the Land Rover.
Leftover pizza is what I do best. Just a quick lunch and then it's back to working on the truck.
The first thing that I thought of when the truck failed to start this past weekend was that if this had happened this past month, during the time that I had the truck solo out in the backcountry, I could have found myself in a challenging situation. So I knew right then and there that, okay, we need to get some sort of jumpstart solution right away. So this isn't a product endorsement. I didn't do any research. We just went straight to AutoZone and I got a thing that looked like it would work. It's a Noco Boost X GBX 55 1750 amp jumpstart thing. In this regard, it's sort of nice that the battery is located under the seat next to the driver. Hold onto your butts. Yes! Jackpot. I shouldn't be able to do that. This soft-shackle is retired. I compromised it the other day by accident, which is why I'm now using it to help tug at the tensioner pulley. And it looks like things are much improved. We'll turn it off and then on again, and hopefully it'll start right up. All right, off works. That's
Off.
promising.
Yes.
Keep your fingers crossed. No problem.
That's the best it sounded in
No.
well, since Saturday.
So, all right. Now we don't have to pop start it.
Yep.
The jump start thing we got from AutoZone works well, so I'll make sure that's charged and carry that just in case.
Yep, just in case.
But we're
And hopefully we can stop eyeing various stops for the downhill parking
we
potentials.
don't need to look for hills anymore when we go to get pizza.
Yeah. So, Mexican tonight?
Sure, it can be totally flat too.
Totally flat. How amazing. A little ragamuffin right now.
Yeah.
Cute ragamuffin.
Yeah. Attack.
Get ready.
Attack.
Mango habanero chicken with avocado salsa. And rice picked up from Rancheros Market. Yum.
North of Tucson. We mentioned that place before. It's really good.
Really good.
I'm so glad that I got the truck fixed yesterday. I thought for sure that it was going to be down for the count this week, but we are good to go, and I'm out exploring. Repairs for electrical issues like that one don't get much easier than simply retensioning the alternator belt. That's what I keep hearing about these Land Rovers. Something very well might go awry in the field, but there's not much you can't fix with a wrench set and a roll of duct tape. They're so old school simple. There's no computer controlled this or that. If something comes apart while you're driving it, you simply reattach it and off you go. Just discovered this great campsite. Good privacy, it's well groomed, flat, strong cell service, so it's a suitable base camp. I'm putting a pin in this one. There's even a little bit of shade if you need relief from the sun. Here it is mid-March in Arizona and the heat's starting to set in already. Well, I'm 5 miles into the desert in what appears to be the middle of nowhere. And it looks like there's another 5 miles to get to that mountain range in the distance. And sort of want to keep the truck on a short leash. I feel like I'm asking a lot of a vehicle that wouldn't start yesterday. So I'm going to turn around at this gate, work my way back, and explore within a closer radius to the van. The sun's starting to get low in the sky. I'm not spending the night in the field tonight since the truck has been acting up. I don't want to wake up in my tent only to find that it doesn't start again, although I firmly believe that it's completely fixed. I figure since the van is only a few miles away, I might as well go back to base camp to get a good night's sleep. And besides, Shannon is making steak tonight. That I can't resist.
That's okay.
It's alright. You run out of room on the counter?
Put it on the floor.
Scoop up vegetables on the floor. Look at this. I love broccoli.
Why are you cutting your steak like that?
Because the top and the bottom formed a leathery crust that's hard to cut through.
The truck just turned 200,000 miles. How cool is that, sort of? Remember a couple days ago when I told you that I compromised one of my soft shackles? Well, I'm going to tell you how. I screwed up, I was stupid, and I should have known better. The truck, as it sits, doesn't have any satisfactory front tow points, and that's on me. It's something that I should have prioritized when I picked it up. So this past weekend, when we needed to pop start the truck a couple times, we needed to give it a gentle tug with the van. The Defender is equipped with sturdy, frame-mounted tie-down loops in the front that are used to secure the vehicle during shipping. They're not really recovery points. Nevertheless, thinking all that I needed was a gentle tug to get the truck started again, I went and threaded the soft shackle around the shipping loop on the frame. Pulling from that point caused the shipping loop to swivel, and it pinched the soft shackle between the loop and the frame itself. That was no good. So the next time we needed to give the truck a tug was in a perfectly flat paved parking lot, and we could have conceivably pushed the truck instead to get it to start, but thought it'd be easier to hook it up to the van. This time I didn't want to contend with the shipping loop because I was afraid I'd damage something. So instead, I looped the soft shackle around the front bumper, thinking a gentle pull in a parking lot isn't going to damage the soft shackle. Wrong, 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 wrong. Although the bumper is plenty sturdy for the job, it is formed. It's a C-shaped channel, and the back edges of the channel are very sharp. So all it took was the soft shackle sliding across the back of the bumper, and just like that, this was ruined. I need to see about getting a proper soft shackle friendly tow point on the front of the truck. I don't know what yet, but it's irresponsible of me to not have one already. This is Amateur Hour on Venture Forward, and this is what not to do.
10 miles later, and the odometer is still at 200,000 miles. I don't think the 100,000th digit liked changing to a 2 after 31 years. It's sort of stuck between 199,999 and 200,000. Alright, so it had a loose serpentine belt, and now the odometer seems to be broken. It is still a formidable 4x4 machine, and it's going to make a good project for someone someday. I just made a pit stop at Taco Bell, got some nacho fries, and speaking of food, since we spent the better part of the last 2 months in and around Tucson, on the THATCH travel app for iOS and Android, I made a list of all the places, the restaurants, and the cafes that we enjoyed eating at around Tucson over the past couple months. There's around 20 restaurants, it's free to access, there's no paywall, and if you're around Tucson or if you're visiting the area, you might find it interesting. I'll put a link here and in the video description for my Tucson Eats board on THATCH. I'm gonna call that a wrap for the week and finish my taco. But I hope you enjoyed this week's adventure. Thanks for following along, and I'll see you again next week.